The music industry has always been a hotbed of competition, but recent developments suggest that the rivalry between artists, especially the ones at the top, is woven with treachery and intrigue. Jay-Z and Beyoncé, widely regarded as the reigning power couple of music, have faced mounting accusations that their success is not solely based on talent, but rather on a web of manipulation and sabotage. 50 Cent, a prominent figure known for his sharp tongue and unapologetic demeanor, has ignited a fiery debate by alleging that Jay-Z is not just another artist in the game, but a puppet master, controlling the playing field to ensure no competition arises. This narrative raises critical questions about the nature of success in the industry, suggesting that it's not merely about melodies and lyrics, but rather a ruthless dance of power dynamics. As rumors swirl and allegations gain traction, fans and fellow artists alike are left wondering, is there a darker side to the glamorous lives of these music moguls? What are the hidden truths behind their seemingly untouchable reign? In the midst of a culture that thrives on competition, these unfolding controversies force us to examine the very fabric of the music industry, where loyalty, ambition, and integrity collide in a captivating saga that is far from over. Competition beyond music. In today's music industry, the notion of competition has evolved, become more complex, and now extends far beyond the simple act of releasing hits. Recent statements from 50 Cent bring this issue into sharp focus. He argues that Jay-Z and Beyoncé, rather than just competing musically, are allegedly blocking other artists from advancing their careers. This claim suggests that both artists are involved in a power struggle, where they leverage their status not just to secure their own positions, but also to hinder the growth of potential rivals. It raises the question, how far will they go to maintain their top-tier status? 50 Cent points out that, in his experience, many artists aren't even given a fighting chance due to behind-the-scenes maneuvering. According to him, competition has shifted from creative endeavors to strategic sabotage. This pattern of behavior appears to perpetuate a culture of fear, where rising stars find themselves stifled by established titans, undermining the very essence of artistry and creativity. The implications of such practices could lead to a chilling effect on lesser-known artists. Those in the industry are left to wonder how many potential stars might be silenced or overshadowed. The alarming prospect unfolds that the competition might not reside in talent alone, but in an elite class of artists with the power to dictate who gets to shine in the spotlight. Therefore, this discussion elevates the narrative to both an artistic and moral crossroads, placing a spotlight on the ethics of success in an industry that prides itself on competition and merit. Allegations of industry manipulation. The music industry has long been considered a competitive arena, but allegations of manipulation now shed light on a darker side of fame. Recent disputes involving icons like Jay-Z and Beyoncé have sparked discussions about whether their success is attributed to genuine talent or carefully orchestrated power plays. With 50 Cent leading the charge, accusing Jay-Z of utilizing his influence to block competitors, the narrative begins to unravel. According to insiders, this isn't merely a feud, it's revealing systemic issues within the industry, where so-called gatekeepers dictate who finds success. The conversation escalates with claims of rigged award shows, shady business dealings, and artists whose careers have dissolved under mysterious circumstances. Moreover, the recent collaboration of 50 Cent and Eminem suggests there's more than meets the eye, as they embody a collective resistance against this apparent manipulation. As former artists come forward with their experiences, it becomes evident that many have felt their paths stifled, pointing to an environment fraught with ulterior motives. The question stands, are Jay-Z and Beyoncé merely defending their empire, or are they actively sabotaging the competition? This undercurrent of tension exposes a potential labyrinth of jealousy, rivalry, and calculated assaults, making one wonder how deep the rabbit hole of industry manipulation truly goes. Amidst dense narratives, the risks of crossing paths with such powerful figures add to the mystique, leaving us to ponder the authenticity of success in an industry where the scale may not tip in favor of merit alone. Eminem and 50 Cent join forces. In a surprising twist, two of hip-hop's biggest names, Eminem and 50 Cent, are coming together to confront what they see as the dark underbelly of the music industry. After years of rivalries and ups and downs, their partnership marks a significant shift, as they aim to expose the alleged corrupt practices within the game. For years, both artists have experienced the harsh realities of competition, yet witnessing the rise and fall of peers has pushed them to take action. They believe that the industry can be a treacherous landscape, and both are determined to shed light on the manipulative tactics that some overzealous players may employ. Their alliance isn't merely a publicity stunt, but rather a united front against what they perceive to be unjust behaviors. Eminem has famously hinted at shady dealings in his music, while 50 Cent has become vocal about the barriers he faced early in his career. Together, they not only amplify each other's voices, but also symbolize a powerful resistance against those who benefit from the exploitation of up-and-coming artists. The music industry, which has long been painted as a place where talent and hard work prevails, is now scrutinized under their lens of accusation. Their collective whisper is turning into a roar, as they question long-standing practices that keep certain artists on top while hindering others. This partnership could change the dynamic of the industry as we know it, potentially paving the way for a more equitable future for artists everywhere. As they join forces, the question remains, will their efforts bring about meaningful reform, or will the status quo remain unchallenged? Beyoncé in the crosshairs. Beyoncé is facing an unprecedented wave of scrutiny, as accusations continue to mount against her. The singer has been called out for allegedly stealing songwriting credits, and that's not all. There are whispers of her involvement in blackballing other women in the industry, specifically names like Aaliyah, Carrie Hilson, and others who were climbing the charts until they mysteriously fell off. This has led many to wonder, what happened behind the scenes? The stories of these women raise alarming questions about the lengths Beyoncé might go to, in order to secure her position at the top. Moreover, the narrative surrounding Beyoncé suggests that she may not just be a passive partner in these maneuvers but rather an active participant. While some fans still perceive her as merely Jay-Z's puppet, others argue she's been instrumental in crafting their empire. Recent sightings of tension between Beyoncé and former industry peers have further fueled the fire. With the pressure mounting, one can't help but think, could this be a case of career sabotage in disguise? Each allegation comes with its own set of speculations, implying that Beyoncé's rise may not have been solely due to her talent or hard work, but potentially a result of strategic moves designed to eliminate her competition. It's a question that hangs in the air like a thick fog, leading fans and critics alike to ponder just how far she, and Jay-Z, are willing to go to maintain their reign. The implications of these accusations are significant, and as more artists begin to speak out, the narrative surrounding Beyoncé could change drastically. 50 Cent's claims on awards. In a bold accusation, 50 Cent has claimed that Jay-Z's success, particularly regarding award wins, relies heavily on his marriage to Beyoncé. He has described the couple's influence as akin to a cheat code within the industry, allowing Jay-Z to secure accolades that others might work harder for yet fail to attain. This assertion gained traction, as fans questioned the legitimacy of Jay's victories, especially following Beyoncé's sweeping advice at the Grammys. Fans began to whisper that Jay might be leveraging his personal connections to ensure a win, raising eyebrows about the authenticity of their achievements. Jay-Z's marriage to a globally recognized superstar certainly grants him significant visibility. However, critics allege that it creates an unfair dynamic within the industry. When Beyoncé took home the Album of the Year award, suspicions grew, suggesting a possible backdoor deal. The narrative paints the Carters not only as musicians, but as strategic players maneuvering the landscape of Hollywood's most prestigious events. Meanwhile, 50 Cent hasn't held back in throwing shade at the couple, suggesting their combined influence is more about image than talent. He brought this issue into the limelight during interviews, expressing frustration over the seeming unfairness of the system. With 50 Cent's history in the industry, it's hard to ignore that these claims could resonate with many other artists who believe similar sentiments. As this conversation continues, many are left pondering whether true meritocracy exists in an industry so deeply intertwined with personal dynamics and influence, leaving the music awards more about relationships than raw artistry. The alleged dark side of fame. Fame, while seemingly glamorous, often comes with a darker underbelly that many artists face. The pressure to maintain image, coupled with cutthroat competition, can lead to unethical practices, mental strain, and even dangerous situations. Artists such as 50 Cent and Eminem, who have carved their paths, frequently shed light on the lengths individuals may go to secure their positions. They reveal that jealousy can transform into sabotage, and that the industry has eyes everywhere, always watching. With whispers about Jay-Z and Beyoncé potentially undermining rivals, the conversation shifts towards how power dynamics function in the industry. As careers thrive or crumble based on connections, questions arise about integrity and the moral implications of fame. Behind the allure of red carpets, extravagant lifestyles, and sold-out tours, lies a reality that demands sacrifices. From artists being manipulated to silence their voices, to others being overlooked simply for being a challenge to the established order, the music industry can act as a double-edged sword. The haunting tales of rising stars like Big L and DMX echo the narrative that, when facing immense pressures, the desire to succeed can overshadow ethical boundaries. With artists often becoming pawns in larger games, the betrayal can lead to repercussions that last long after the spotlight fades. This dark side of fame serves as a cautionary tale, revealing that what glitters is not always gold. As the truth surfaces, the question remains, is the cost of fame worth the price paid? Whistleblowers and fallout. As the facade of the music industry begins to crack, whistleblowers are stepping forward, sharing their truths and shedding light on the darker sides of fame. These insiders have taken significant risks to reveal unsettling realities they witnessed firsthand, and their claims raise serious questions about the integrity of the industry. Many of these whistleblowers once thrived in the spotlight but found themselves pushed aside or threatened when they dared to speak out about unethical practices. Some accuse powerful figures, including Jay-Z and Beyoncé, of employing tactics to undermine and silence their competition. For instance, DMX, known for his outspoken nature, has claimed that Jay-Z was consistently jealous of his success, stating that the competition was so fierce that Jay-Z directly sidetracked his singles to monopolize the music space. DMX pointed out, "Every time I dropped an album, Jay-Z dropped one right next to mine." This claim isn't merely an accusation, it reflects the harsh realities that some artists encounter in their struggles for success. Similarly, Beanie Sigel shared that Jay-Z and Dame Dash once doubted his potential, stifling his growth as they focused on promoting their talent instead. The ripple effects of these actions have crushed many aspiring artists, leading to careers vanishing just as they're on the verge of breakthrough. Be it through manipulative record deals, sabotaging fellow artists, or using their influence to control success narratives, these revelations paint a chilling picture of what it means to navigate the music industry. As more whistleblowers come forward, the conversation around accountability grows louder, and the demand for change becomes more urgent. Without question, the fallout from these revelations could reshape the future of the industry as artists and fans alike call for transparency and fairness amidst the glamour and glitz. The future of Jay-Z and Beyoncé's legacy. As Jay-Z and Beyoncé continue to navigate the ever-evolving landscape of the music industry, their legacy remains a hot topic of discussion. Both artists have built an empire, marked by numerous awards, chart-topping hits, and cultural influence, but recent controversies threaten to reshape this narrative. With allegations of manipulation and competition suppression, fans and critics alike are questioning the legitimacy of their success. This storm of scrutiny surrounding their partnerships and decision-making methods is undeniable. Jay-Z's tight-lipped approach and Beyoncé's meticulously crafted public persona have kept many at bay, further adding to the intrigue. However, as more eyes scrutinize their actions, the light of accountability may shine through. Every step they take seems calculated, from their business ventures to their philanthropic efforts, hinting at a larger strategy to maintain control. But there lies an essential question: can they sustain their reign amid rising challenges? The emergence of new voices in hip-hop and pop makes the battlefield more competitive than ever, prompting discussions about their adaptability. Additionally, the couple's influence extends beyond music. They impact social justice, fashion, and culture, solidifying their place in history. But, as any empire knows, maintaining power calls for more than just talent. It requires trust and authenticity. If the cracks in their foundation continue to widen, their legacy could shift dramatically, prompting a re-evaluation of what it truly means to be leaders in the industry. Ultimately, the future of Jay-Z and Beyoncé's legacy hinges not just on their actions but also on how they perceive and respond to the evolving expectations of the art world and their audience. As we reach the end of this exploration, it's important to reflect on the implications of the allegations surrounding Jay-Z and Beyoncé. The music industry, once perceived as a realm of pure talent and creativity, has now revealed itself to be a complex web of power dynamics, manipulation, and competition. With 50 Cent and Eminem stepping forward, we see a shift in the narrative, as artists demand transparency and accountability within an opaque system. The stories of sabotage, from blocking rival artists to manipulating award outcomes, hint at a darker reality behind the glitz and glamour of fame. Furthermore, the voices of many artists, whether it's Carrie Hilson, Aaliyah, or Mia, shed light on the challenges that female artists face in an industry that can be incredibly unforgiving. As allegations continue to surface, it poses larger questions about the ethics of success, the cost of stardom, and the degree to which artists must navigate treacherous waters to make their mark. The era of Jay and Bey as untouchable icons is being challenged, and it's a reminder that even those at the top may not be immune to scrutiny. This unfolding saga serves as a cautionary tale for aspiring artists, illustrating that the path to success can often be fraught with unexpected hurdles. Ultimately, the truth may emerge not just from public discourse, but through the courage of individuals willing to speak out, even against the giants of the industry. With the ever-evolving landscape of music and the willingness of artists to expose the uncomfortable realities, the future may herald a new era of accountability and authenticity in an industry long dominated by power plays and behind-the-scenes machinations. The journey isn't over, it's just beginning.